Hello, welcome to Hooting Mandrills. I'm Sam.
I'm Jeremy.
And today we're going to continue our
tirade.
Our tirade, our long-form multi-video tirade about the injustice done to our poor boy Deathmist Raptor. And today we're going to be playing a historic Raptor mirror of sorts. I'm on a Temur deck here, a Temur Morphs deck, built around something we talked about in the Duskmourn Alchemy set review, Verdant Dread and Estrid's Invocation. So Verdant Dread is really good in multiples. It's 1 green. Whenever Verdant Dread or another permanent you control names Verdant Dread enters, Manifest Dread. So the first copy is a Grizzly Bear with a very small amount of upside. The second copy is 2 Grizzly Bears for 2 with a larger amount of upside. And if you can have a Verdant Dread in play and copy it with Estrid's Invocation, you're just doing multiple manifests every turn. That's pretty good. And we also have some Growing Dreads just to increase our density of enchantments for Estrid's Invocation to be able to copy, so it's not a blank piece of cardboard. We also have Artillery Enthusiast, an older alchemy card. Modified creatures you control have Menace. It's not completely relevant in this deck, but it's not the most important. When Artillery Enthusiast enters the battlefield, you may discard a card. If you do, seek a card with mana value equal to that card's mana value. So you discard Deathmist Raptor or Detective's Phoenix, you have a decent chance of finding your Estrid's Invocation. Discard one of your other 2-drops, you have a little bit of selection for your Verdant Dread. We also have, at the 4-drop slot, 1 Yaris, Roar of the Old Gods. Other creatures you control have haste, and whenever one or more face-down creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, draw a card, and when a face-down creature you control dies, return it to the battlefield under its owner's control. If it's a permanent card, then turn it face up. So, little expensive for Historic, but a pretty good Morphs payoff, does things in this deck, and you can find your 1 copy by discarding your 1 Wonder to Artillery Enthusiast. Wonder is also a good thing to mill over, just giving the squad flying when you are a wide board of a bunch of dorks is pretty powerful. In the 2-drop slot, we have some Den Protectors. They can get important cards back out of the graveyard, flip face up, like a decent value card. Growing Dread, which I mentioned, the sort of worse Verdant Dread, but a card that we can play. Pyrotecting Performer, deal a lot of damage face by flipping stuff face up. And my boy, Temur Charger. Remember Temur Charger, folks? Of course you don't. He wasn't even really good in Cons Limited. The black member of the cycle was the one that was actually a pretty good uncommon. A 3/1 for 2 with Morph, but you can flip face up by revealing a green card from your hand. So free flip up, trigger all your stuff that cares about it, your Raptors, your Performers, once you have those face up, Raptors in the graveyard, and give a thing trample. A little bit more evasion for your kind of deck full of shitters. I have a couple of Willowgeist just to have a few more 1-drops, and if Raptors are leaving your graveyard or you're flipping up Den Protectors, it triggers them. Or if you're collecting evidence for Detective's Phoenix. Mana base is, Temur Historic mana base, a few mana confluence. Hopefully this deck is aggro enough that don't lose races to other aggro decks from playing it, but it's probably necessary for the mana. A couple of Land Cyclers, both can find 1 Surveil land, I think, in here, yeah. 1 Surveil land, findable by both Land Cyclers, fixing lands, the drill. Land Cyclers provide evidence for Detective's Phoenix, so you don't have to use Raptors or other cards that you would rather get back or have in your graveyard to bestow it. Sideboard, a little bit of removal, a little bit of counter spells for interaction, a little bit of graveyard hate in 2 Skoos, 1 Surgical Extraction, a couple Haywire Mites for artifacts and enchantments. But yeah, just trying to put some Morphs in play, bring back some Deathmist Raptors, and swing.
My deck is going to be a Sultai Deathmist Raptor deck, trying to get Deathmist Raptor in the graveyard with Psychic Frog or also Overlord of the Bale Merc. I guess I technically have a 1 of Haunt Wood Street Shrieker in there to flip over these giant creatures that I probably don't want to pay for. Their full mana cost being things like Lurker in the Deep or Troll of Khazad-dûm, which is obviously also going into the bin to find me mana. And then obviously Abhorrent Oculus is here to manifest dread all of these cards and also to just be busted. And how are we going to get Abhorrent Oculus onto the battlefield? We've got Unearth. So Unearth is a good card that brings back your 3-drops. You could also use it on a Hauntwood Shrieker or Psychic Frog. I guess you could use it on a Deathmist Raptor, but that's not really what you want to do if you're going to win a game of Magic. But then we're also throwing all these expensive cards into the graveyard, so I am a Persist deck. We don't get to play things like Archon, that's a little silly, Archon in Modern, but, you know, that is what that is. You know, some Thoughtseize, don't want to just lose the game. Fatal Push, Spell Pierce, just to keep myself alive. There's nothing really special about my mana base. It plays things that are swamps, so I can fetch them with Troll of Khazad-dûm. Mostly, I have one Hedge Maze in there. You know, some Surveil is good if you just drop a huge creature in the graveyard and persist it or unearth it back. Yeah, I don't know. My deck's not too fancy. The sideboard, I've got Protection, Heroic Intervention, and I've got some counter spells, negates, and 3 steps ahead. I've got Terra Sunder for those artifact enchantment matchups, Platinum Angel if I want to be unfun and just never let the game end, and then Surgical Extraction against graveyards. And let's roll.
Okay, I have lost the die roll.
Okay, good for me. Yeah,
I can keep this.
I'm going to keep this, yeah. Yeah, okay. So let's just kick things off with Hive of the Eye Tyrant into Thoughtseize.
Alright, that makes my hand worse, but...
Okay. I do not actually remember the name.
Artillery Enthusiast.
I'll take Artillery Enthusiast.
Alright. It had such enthusiasm.
It was very enthusiastic.
I don't even know what I was going to discard to it, but I do know I no longer have a 1-drop for this game. That's fine. I draw. Okay. Steam Vents tapped, sig up.
All right. I untap, upkeep, draw a card. I'm going to start with Hedge Maze. And let's Surveil. Reveal to owner, top 1. This is what the card is. This is going to get discarded. And I will then Thoughtseize you again.
Alright,
this time, I think it's going to be Invocation.
Invocation, okay. Not the Growing Dread. Sure.
I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't know what I'm doing. Nobody does. Nobody's ever played these decks before, ever.
That's true. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm about to hardcast a Temur Charger unless my draw step goes really well for me in some unexpected way. Or am I holding up Growing Dread? We'll find out. Let's see. But like I was considering doing that, so like the 2 Thoughtseizes have disrupted me. Untap, upkeep, draw. Okay, my draw step did in fact go very well for me. Botanical Sanctum, it is untapped. It is tapping for green. This is tapping for whatever. Verdant Dread.
Okay.
Reveal to owner, top 2. Interesting. Okay. Cool. Yeah, so... Yeah, that's what we came here to do. Deathmist Raptor to the bin, and face down card.
Okay.
Your go.
Untap, draw. Okay. I'm gonna play Island, and let's play Psychic Frog.
That's a good card.
Yeah, extremely good card. That's why I built this deck, because it has this card and it's broken. So, all right, that's it for me.
All right. I'm untapping, drawing. Awkward. Okay. Currently have 3 cards that you don't feel bad about using to jump the frog in your bin. I'm gonna say go here.
Okay. I'll untap, upkeep, draw a card. So you have no unknown cards in your hand right
I
now?
have one unknown. One unknown. You know about Growing Dread, 2 Den Protectors, and a Temur Charger.
And a Temur Charger, okay. But you are leaving up mana instead of doing things.
Growing Dread has Flash, so it is a reasonable assumption that that is what I'm trying to do.
Flash,
Like,
okay.
Also, you saw my deck. What else could I possibly do?
Yeah, you don't actually have a ton of removal. I think what I'm gonna do is discard 3 cards. I guess I'll do them one at a time. Discard Deathmist Raptor, resolves, discard Overlord of the Bale Merc, discard Psychic Frog, and I'll just pony up Oculus.
Oh, wow, okay.
I need to put those counters on my frog too.
Okay,
So I now have a 5/4, so I don't really fear that Verdant Dread because you can't flip something too. So
not unless I find a Temur Charger.
I'll swing. If you find a Temur Charger, then maybe you could take my frog down for
well, if I find a Temur Charger, then I'm gonna Raptor block this frog.
Oh, that's a good idea. Maybe I shouldn't attack then, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
I believe in you, shitty draft uncommon. Shitty draft uncommons. Be in the order that I need you to beat this bomb rare Modern Horizons card that's banned in Legacy. Library, revealed owner, top 2. Not quite. I did bin another Deathmist Raptor.
That's positive.
Okay. You can't. I can't jump this frog to have you not draw a card. You did just ship your hand into the void, and on the other hand, I do now have to deal with this Oculus.
A real blue-black player would never play like this, but guess what? You queued in against an aggro player playing control deck foolishly, so.
Honestly, this thing's better in the graveyard than it is as a 2/2. I'll block with this morph.
Okay. No damage, no draw.
It was a Detective's Phoenix.
Very cool.
It is now in my graveyard.
All right, you untap. On your upkeep, I manifest red.
Yep.
2. Okay, I mean, it doesn't matter, I guess. We'll put this in the graveyard. And then this is done. Back to the top. Flip that over. There it is. All right, here go.
I draw. Okay, it's a land. Odawara as a land. Sure. Play a morph.
A morph for a morph cost. Wow.
And I will say go.
All right. Untap. Upkeep. Draw a card. All right. That's fine, I suppose. Let's just go to combat with the Oculus.
Yeah, I am taking 5.
All right.
Extremely struck.
Untap your mana, and then I'll
end step. End step. I'm gonna
flip your charger.
Yeah, flip over Temur Charger, revealing one of the den protectors you know about. And get my two Deathmist
Raptor. I mean, it's not horrible.
And now I'm going to untap, and you will manifest Dread.
All right. Reveal to owner top dose.
What is in your graveyard? Okay. The card in your graveyard from the last manifest is just a land.
So this is going to go to my grave. And then this is going to get flipped over. Dragged to the battlefield. All right. I am all done with my manifesting dread. Is it already your turn?
What did you... Okay, nothing that mattered hit the bin. Alright. I draw. Okay, I don't have the evidence yet to do that. Which is awkward, because I am just dying to this Oculus. Do that. It seems kind of... All of my options seem kind of bad. I am going to take this one. I'm just going to hardcast a Phoenix from my hand. I guess maybe I should have attacked first. Well, whatever. All your blocks are bad. Yeah, I should have attacked first. It was sloppy not to, but one of my raptors is going to come in.
Oh, a single raptor is coming in.
Or actually, no. Yeah, single raptor is coming in.
I'm happy to take 3 at this point of the game, I think.
Sure. Your move.
All right, untap, upkeep, draw a card. Okay. Yeah, honestly, I'm going to discard water. And
I assume that was to Frog, so he should have a 4th counter.
Yeah, that's the Frog. I can't just discard cards without a reason. Okay, and then I'll... Okay, let me look. You have in your graveyard 1, 2, 3... Oh, you have 6, and you have another Phoenix. So
I have 6 if this... I have 6 for one of the Phoenixes if this Phoenix dies.
Yeah, if that Phoenix dies, which I imagine it would block if given the opportunity to stop me from drawing a card, but I think I'm going to fly my Frog. I don't know where my exiled cards went to, though. Am I in mine? Oh, there we are. Okay. So exile these 3, jump the Frog, combat.
Alright, I'm blocking the Frog and taking another 5 from this Oculus.
That sounds right to me, yeah. And then I end my turn. Let's manifest red on your after you untap.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, library reveal to owner. Okay. So this can go to the graveyard. And then this is done. No, don't make notes. And that's it for me.
All right, I have untapped already before this manifesting happened. I am now drawing. One thing about this deck is that most of its cards are really bad in your hand. This is not great, but I am, yeah, or let's see. Okay, well, if there's an Oculus under one of those manifests, I probably can't win anyway, so I'm going to attack with one Raptor and my Temur Charger. Or assuming I get to go to combat.
Yeah, you can go to combat, that's fine.
Can't imagine there's anything here you would want to push if you... but yeah, I'm going to attack with one Deathmist Raptor and Temur Charger. So 3/3 Death Touch, 3/1... 3/1 nothing.
I think I'm happy to take the Raptor and just block the Temur Charger with
Cool.
With my Unearth.
All right.
So I take 3 more.
10 all, after a fashion. All right, that does mean I have the evidence now that I don't have to. I don't have to give up the other Phoenix immediately. So I'm going to, from the graveyard, using this Upstrid's Invocation, this Artillery Enthusiast, and this Temur Charger, into exile with you, bestow onto the untapped Raptor, or attempt to.
Yeah, it resolves.
Okay. That cost me a red mana also. I guess I'm trying not to die now, so I'm going to hard cast this Den Protector.
Yep, that's fine.
Your go.
Alright, untap, upkeep, draw a card.
I think my Charger was supposed to have a 1/1 counter on it from the Growing Dread, but it would have traded with a it would have traded with a morph anyway.
It's a 4/2, yeah. That's okay. Alright, so I'm going to Besage you wait, I can do that in combat, right? So I probably
well, if you do it after blocks, the Raptor will still have death touch.
So I'm gonna Besage you it now.
Okay, goodbye, Detective Phoenix, and goodbye to my life total. I can get a land. I get to surveil, just to make the game go longer and see if I was going to draw anything, but I'm dead.
Yeah, I mean, you're dead on board, so
yeah. I no longer have anything that flies, and you have 10 power in the air. So GG.
Good game. That was a pretty clutch draw of Viseju there off the top. But cool.
All right.
Yeah, good game. Let's do our sideboarding for game 2.
Indeed. Alrighty. What do I want in against you? Red removal is really bad against the Frog deck. Scoos and maybe Extraction are probably okay. I don't think I want to try to play the Spell Pierce game with you.
I mean, I don't want to do this, but it's good, so it's coming in, I guess.
Alright, what are the 3 worst cards in this deck? Against the Thoughtseize deck, maybe one of these, and I think these are fine. Maybe one of these, because maybe this is. Yeah, I think actually I want this back in, and I think this is just gonna not be Den Protector's Day. I don't want this game to go long. I don't want to try to grind with Oculus and Frog. I want to try it like this. Let's see if I can win a game on the play.
I'll take out these cards. I don't know. That seems fine.
Sure. This is this kind of hand I signed up to play.
You know what? This is the kind of hand that I signed up to play, I guess. I mean,
That's
it'll be
frightening.
It could be better. It could be better.
Okay.
That's fine.
Well, that's hopeful. Steam Vent's tapped. Pass.
All right. I'll draw. Okay. Yeah, I'll play Watery Grave tapped and pass.
Untap draw. Shock-in Breeding Pool. And say, do I just do this now against a deck that could play counter spells? What am I representing? You know how my deck works. I'm gonna play Growing Dread, and
Yeah, that's probably smart.
Owner top 2. Sure. All right. Deathmist Raptor in the bin. Face down card. Your go.
All right, untap, upkeep, draw a card. Yeah, I'll play Sewers and Surveil. I don't want this, so this is gonna get discarded. And I'll push your dude.
All right. Dude was an Estrid's Invocation.
All right, one down. All right, it's your go.
Untap, upkeep, draw. I'm going to play a Mountain. I'm going to play Estrid's Invocation, copying my Growing Dread.
Okay, well, that's not what I like.
So it is a copy of Growing Dread. I manifest Dread. Reveal to owner top 2. Cool. This goes to the graveyard, and top card of my library enters as a face-down creature.
All right, I'm going to hurt myself and surgical extract your Deathmist Raptor.
In response, I'm going to flip.
I should have done it before you have it.
In response, I am going to flip over Temur Charger.
All right, good game. Probably
Revealing another Growing Dread from my hand. Yeah, that was just a timing mistake, but it was a timing mistake that's good content, so we're leaving it in. Deathmist Raptor returns.
Good. All right. Now things.
He gains Trample Death Touch until the end of my turn that is currently on its end step. Your go.
Things are quite bad for me. Untap, upkeep, draw a card. Okay. Interesting. Oh God. I think I'm done. I mean, yeah, the game's over after that mistake. All right, I didn't even take my damage, so I'll do that. Yeah, there's really...
Oh, also, Temur Charger has 2 1/1 counters on him because I have 2 Growing Dreads in play.
Okay.
5/3.
Yeah. I take 2 more damage from this watery grave. Yeah, I mean, the game's over after that mistake, but that's totally fine. Let's play a frog and all bone shards. Your Temur Charger, I guess, with discarding Overlord of the Bale Mark.
He has died.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, your go.
Yeah, I mean that probably did turn it from a game where, like, with no raptors, it's frog against like Invocation Dread, and that's probably a pretty good thing for me to be doing, and it's probably close, but with Raptor, I think I'm very ahead. Untap, upkeep, Estrid's Invocation blinks itself and copies Growing Dread again.
Yep.
Manifest Dread.
You should put them on the battle. Oh no, it phases out. So it's only ever one, but it comes in every time and does its thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, and the mistake just keeps on paying dividends.
That's good. At least we get to
Raptor.
see your deck go crazy from my foolishness.
All right. Here is a morph. Is it a morph that I can ever flip up? Who can say? I do not quite have enough. But I might get there off of this card that you know about. So, play the Growing Dread that I revealed to my Temur Charger from hand.
There's another one.
Reveal to owner, top 2. Okay, actually either. I think it's you that I want. Yeah, it is you. Okay, so this is going in the graveyard. So now I have 6 evidence without needing a raptor. Top card is here. So I'm going to play Mana Confluence, hurt myself to produce green to flip face up my Willowgeist. I have 3 Growing Dreads in play, so he gets 3 counters from that. 1, 2, 3.
And then Deathmist Raptor comes back.
Deathmist Raptor comes back because a creature flipped face over. That's another one for a card having left my one or more cards having left my graveyard. And then I am going to bestow Detective Phoenix from my hand.
Collect
another 1 or more, collect evidence 6. Another 1 or more cards have left my graveyard. So 1 more counter on the Willowgeist. We're coming in. That's a 8/8 trample flying and
one of those
3/3
is summon. One summons.
Oh, one is summoning sick. You're right. Okay.
8, 9, 10, 11. I'll take it. All right. I will not be blocking this game. I don't care. Untap draw. Okay, yeah. There's another surgical extraction. So I mean, that's game. I could persist my fucking guy, but. Whatever, that doesn't do shit. He's a 4/4. Yeah, good game. All right, let's go back to sideboarding. Yeah. I'm not going to change. Oh, I have to do it again, but I'm probably. I mean,
we could just move everything back to our decks if we are happy with how we sideboard.
Oh no, it's okay. I can do it real quick again.
So new game. Load to, and yeah, just like. Same logic.
Okay, we won't make that mistake again, probably. I probably will, but... Oh, maybe, you know what? I've been foolish. These cards are phenomenal against you. I don't know why I sideboarded that way in the first place. These are much better than whatever I put in.
Where did
Okay, so let's be smarter this time and not let Sam get the free junk, but let's do that. That's easy. Replace, and then don't need this. Need this.
Oh, I have to you finish sideboarding before I say anything about this hand.
Okay, what else can come out? One more card. Probably that one. Okay, that's fine. I'll keep this.
I am... A part of me really, really, really wants to keep this hand. I think I'm not... I think I'm not supposed to. I'm going... If this hand had 2 lands in it, I would snap keep it so hard. It, however, has 1 land in it, so I am going to mulligan. Shuffle. Oh yeah, this is fine. Yeah, I'm going to keep this. What am I sending back? I think it's this thing is getting bottomed. All right. On the draw, though.
Try not to lose this game. Oh, probably will. All right, I'm gonna take 4 damage and Thoughtseize you.
That makes my hand a lot worse. All right. So.
All right.
I would guess it's
I'm gonna take the goblin.
Oh, the goblin. Okay, so there's probably another Thoughtseize in my very immediate future.
Your go.
But what else can I do?
I need to change my life total, -4.
All right.
I'll just kill myself. So.
I draw, and I will play this Stomping Ground tapped.
All right, untap, upkeep, draw a card, play Forest, Thoughtseize.
Yep.
And this time I will take the Verdant Dread.
Goodbye, Verdant Dread.
And I need to take 2 more damage. Okay, here go.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Well, Botanical Sanctum that you know about. Your go.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Okay, I pass.
Okay, well, sometimes you draw cards, or sometimes you sometimes things happen. Here's sometimes your opponent doesn't draw lands, so even if they pick apart your hand, you can Spirebluff. You can do things. Spirebluff Canal untapped. Yeah, I guess. Well, neither of these are very good in this context, but I'm going to hardcast this Detective's Phoenix, and I'm going to swing for 2.
I'm going to exile it.
Ooh, brutal. Target enchantment. I am owned. I am extremely owned.
So we're all making mistakes. I mean, yeah, I did not sideboard those in game 2, so I don't know what I was thinking. But.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there was black mana represented. Like any creature, you played the raptor, could have been dead. But like it's fine. Your go.
All right, untap, upkeep, draw a card. Okay, I'm gonna shock this breeding pool down to 12, and I'm gonna hard cast Deathmist Raptor. Okay.
Let's go.
This is true magic.
We are gaming. Yeah. Like, Cons of Tarkir standard style, just hard casting Deathmist Raptors and stumbling on mana. All right. Untap, upkeep, draw. That's a card. Mana Confluence, which I will not tap because that would hurt me. I'm going to hard cast a Deathmist Raptor.
Game on.
Here we go.
Okay. Untap, upkeep, draw. Let's start with Mortuary. Library revealed owner. Top one. Nope, that didn't do it. Library. Yeah, I mean, I'll just spin it. And I'll go to combat.
I'm blocking.
Yeah, we're blocking. So my raptor dies. I will then cast Unearth on my Shriekmaw. Or my Hauntwood Shrieker, I mean.
Oh, neat.
And I pass.
All right. Need a draw here. Untap, upkeep, draw. That's kind. Let's see. No, I think the way that I'm going to. Yeah, I think I'm going to do it this way. Also, I'm actually super excited about doing it this way. So, yeah, I'm playing Temur Charger as a morph, but revealing Verdant Touch or Verdant Dread from my hand. I guess I should have done that at instant speed, but whatever. I have a Raptor back.
Raptor's back.
Your go.
All right, untap, draw. Oh, it's horrible for now, but actually it's probably fine. And that guy could. Honestly, it seems fine. I'm gonna attack and manifest dread.
Okay. So go ahead and.
Okay, so this is gonna go to
So
my graveyard.
it was definitely sloppy not to flip the Temur Charger up at instant speed, but he was gonna attack anyway. So, like, who can say that it was wrong? I'm gonna double block the.
Double block. Okay,
Yeah. I am happy with either of these dying, and I don't want to let you save it with one removal spell.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I'll kill the Deathmist Raptor, but before damage is assigned, I am going to flip this face up.
Ooh, that's scary.
So I'll kill the Raptor. It's probably coming back, but what can you do about such things?
All right, Raptor in the bin. All right, Temur Charger.
Actually, okay.
It's you and me against
I'm
another card from a straight to modern set.
I'm gonna unearth my Hauntwood Shrieker.
Nice. All right.
And that's it for me.
All right, Temur Charger. Can we do it? Untap, upkeep, draw. That's actually not a terrible draw. The answer to can we do it may still be nay, but let's start here. Verdant Dread.
Yep.
doesn't matter which 2 lands of these I tap, I don't
Well, except for Mana Confluence.
think. Well, yeah. I mean, colors-wise, in terms of other things that I might want to do this turn. All right, these two can tap, and that is. I'm going to have basically the same colors available no matter what. So reveal top 2. Okay. Yeah, doesn't actually matter. I did not get a good. I did not get a good manifest or a good. I guess I could have from your. I didn't. I didn't get a 6th point of evidence in my graveyard, which you will see is relevant now as I play Artillery Enthusiast and bin a Detective's Phoenix, seeking a card with mana value 3. So this is a little hard to do when proxying, but I'm just gonna. You all viewers will be able to see what I'm doing, see that I am getting the first one that is on the first one from the top of my library, and yeah, that I am in fact not cheating in this proxy game. All right, let's see.
Probably not necessary.
All right, and okay. Well, that's.
But you have 6 in the yard, but that gets rid of Raptor.
Yeah. So I could buy exiling a Raptor or reveal to owner, none in shuffle, please. No, okay. Reveal to owner all of my hand and none of my library. Thank you, lackey. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I want to bestow a Phoenix here. I think it's just like not really particularly helpful.
Okay.
So it's your move.
Untap, upkeep, draw a card. Let's start with Under City Sewers.
Where?
Keep missing.
It's so lame when your surveil land isn't also when it isn't just when you cast this, untap it, conjure a copy of Entomb into your hand, and play it immediately using the mana. So whack.
I honestly think that this is fine on the top. So I'll swing with my troll.
Okay, just the troll is coming in. Sure, I will. I get kind of blown out by a removal spell, but none of these are worth anything on board. So I will block the Ultra Menace.
1, 2, 3. So yeah, he dies. All of your things die.
All right.
I'm going.
This flips over. It is a land. It is as worthless for evidence face up as face down, but it is face up in my graveyard.
I'll
We're following the rules.
persist my Troll Khazad.
All right, Troll's back,
and I'm done. Yeah, I'll pass your upkeep.
Untap.
And then I will besage you your Verdant Dread.
Brutal. Oh no, okay. Well, I'm gonna go to my... And I think what I want is my Surveil land now. Yeah. That was a very good besage you. And I had a... You know I have a reasonable chance of having an Invocation in my hand. Where's my Surveil land? Oh, no, my Surveil land is already in the graveyard. So I am going to just get a land that won't hurt me, I guess, and have it have it untapped. Yeah. If the top of my deck after that shuffle is very kind, I might be in this game, but I'm going to draw But the top of my deck was not very kind to me. I guess I'm putting it in play. It's vulnerable to stuff either way. I am pretty just dead, though. Well, Estrid's Invocation, it cannot copy anything, but if I draw a payoff, it might be able to copy something in a future turn.
Sadness.
If I have one of those. It's your go.
Yeah, I kept this on the top of my library.
Sure.
Goodbye, Estrid's Invocation to the exile. This goes to my graveyard. I'll go to combat, swing for 5, 6, 7, 8 Manifest Dread.
Take 8.
Go to owner, top 2. Okay, I will send this to my graveyard and flip this one over. Okay. I'm all good.
Untap, upkeep, draw.
Maybe that was wrong, actually. Maybe I should have done it the other way. But that's fine. I don't care. I think the game's over.
Yeah, pretty much. Mana Confluence, another Estrid's Invocation for no value. And, you only have 10 power on board, but...
I could have had lethal here, I guess, but
I am
whatever.
Ready for the sweet embrace of death.
Yeah, I'll swing Manifest Dread.
Take, assuming damage goes through, I'm taking 10.
Yeah, it goes through. This goes to the grave. This is done. Let's go back to my library, flip it over. It's here. All right, your go.
Right, I don't believe I have a draw that allows me to block this troll, so...
Yeah.
Certainly not that one. Shock in Steam Vents, dead.
Nice. I should have flipped that troll instead of putting a Psychic Frog face down, and I would have won a turn earlier. But we were having fun.
Oh yeah. Oh right, you didn't.
Because I had the 2 mana.
Right,
So
you would have needed more cards to flip up the troll.
What I had under it was a troll and a frog, and I should have put the troll and not the frog, and flipped the troll over and won the game. But I didn't do that. I won the game through Sam shocking himself with Steam Vents. So all ways to victory are the same. That's probably not true.
I mean, most of my draws there were because even if I drew exactly Verdant Dread, I was only gonna have 1 copy in play, and even if I had 2 copies, I guess if I had I should have maybe kept the Estrid's Invocation in my hand so that if I drew Verdant Dread, I could have played at Invocation, copying it, and had 3 morphs, which would have at least been enough to block the troll, but that wouldn't have been enough to stay alive at 2. I would have probably needed to hit even if I hit a charger, I wouldn't have been able to flip it. Even if I had not drawn the Steam Vents this turn, I would have had 6 mana, so if I hit exactly a 1-drop to flip face up, but that would have involved tapping both Mana Confluences, so I would have died. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that was cool though. I think those were pretty good games.
It's good that I messed up in game 2.
I think I might have won
that one anyway.
I think I might have won that game. Even without my Raptors.
Yeah, I was kind of low on cards at that point.
Estrid's Invocation, when it's good, it's good. As you saw in that game, when it's bad, it's really bad.
I didn't really get to do very much fun Deathmist Raptor-y things. I did take out... I had an original version of this deck with more Hauntwood Shriekers, which the Hauntwood Shrieker was pretty sick.
Yeah, like the one was pretty great
maybe 2. Maybe 2 is good. Maybe I should cut one of the Lurkers of the Deep and go to 2 Hauntwood Shriekers or something. With 4 Bale Mercs, there's plenty and 4 Trolls, there's plenty of stuff for me to persist. I mean, persisting in Oculus isn't crazy either. A 4/4 flyer that makes a 2/2 every turn is also pretty good if you don't have an Unearth available to you. But yeah, that was fun. We learned that Psychic Frog is a good card and that Thoughtseize is a good card, but
that is a thing about this deck, that a lot of its cards are really bad in your hand, and it is kind of A+B. So it's a little soft to Thoughtseize type decks, which aren't as common in Historic as they once were, because Thoughtseizing energy isn't that great. It's just sort of a critical mass deck where all their cards cards are pretty similar, and even if you get one of their good ones, they just have another good one that they play instead. Thought-Seizing Stifle Knot is okay. Thought-Seizing some other decks in the meta are okay, but
yeah, I mean,
like,
this deck would probably be better.
Thoughtseize is not great against energy, and mid-range decks that aren't energy are not great against energy, which makes it a bad time for Thoughtseize.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, nobody's playing like Grixis Frog, really. I mean, you play a lot more Historic. I don't know if you've seen it. It seems pretty powerful. All the cards are there, right? Except for Archon.
Oh yeah, there. Dimir or Grixis Frog decks can hang. I'm not sure what's drawing you into Grixis exactly. Maybe like
Detectives, Phoenix, Inti, FOMO, all good cards.
That seems that's cute.
I don't know. That was
Frog.
just stuff I was thinking about because I like those cards.
Yeah, they're fun. Yeah, like something like that or Snap Flame. Like that. It's another thing. The Crucius is so bad right now. I'm trying to play some Crucius, but he could be unnerfed and he'd be fine. But man, dying to Goblin Bombardment is not a good place to be.
Goblin Bombardment is just such a unfun deck to play against. But any of the energy packages is just like, okay, cool. Like, yeah, we don't have to gripe about Historic on every single recording, but yeah, irritating for sure. But I thought that the cards were fun to see in action.
Yeah, I think both these decks seem really fun.
So once again, Wizards, please.
Free my boy. I know I boarded out Den Protectors but free him also. Him, her, they, them. I'm gonna assume she for Den Protector's gender, but
I think that's what we were saying back in the cons days, but I can't recall anymore. Anyway, good games, good Magic. Like, comment, subscribe. Let us know how you would use Deathmist Raptor if you were allowed to play it on Arena.